Hi, so today we're going to talk to you about our project for RISE Datathon 2024 on the Chevron track. So the problem is the following. We have a given well and we want to predict its performance. To predict its performance, we leverage the fact that there's the well-known function on well performance where we have a single point known as its peak oil rate, which we can predict with our machine learning models.
So what we want to do basically is given us a data set of different features, want to estimate the value of that peak regardless of when that occurs. And at a high level, we split the problem in four different stages. First, we want to understand the data so that we know the actual meaning of each variable. Then once we know that, we want to pre-process those features and do some feature selection to keep the ones that we think are the most relevant for our task. With that build data set, we build and train a predictive model, and then we want to evaluate it to verify that it will generalize well to a test set.
So we have these relevant features that are grouped on four main places, right? Like first, the surface coordinates, which refer to the place where the well is located. Then the proppant and fluid use, which are essential resources for popping the oil. Then number of stages, which we found out is a very relevant feature to predict the pickle rate, especially because of the main knowledge. And finally, the well intrinsic features relate to its structure, its perforation length, and other variables. So here, I'm following up on the reference features. We found out that there are two very key hotspots for pickle rate, and this comes from just plotting the surface x and y coordinates.
Regarding the number of stages, we checked that there were like 90% of missing values in that column, but apart from that, we knew that this feature was actually relevant. So what we did was thinking if we could make a proxy variable to estimate the number of stages, and we did it by fitting a linear regression based on other predictive features. And as we can see, the model that we did actually performs very well, so this is the one we used for our model.
Great, so we use that and other features that you can see here, the total proppant use, the place in surface x and y, and we use those features to train an XGBoost model and use a randomized search to sweep through relevant parameters for that XGBoost, like the number of trees or the learning rate.
And as a conclusion, we checked that the number of stages was actually relevant for our task. We also verified that the geographical data was actually useful, as he mentioned before, because there were some clustering phenomena. And the model seems to generalize well, according to what we just saw in the test set prediction, as we verified that the distribution of the train and the test predictions were actually pretty similar. Thank you very much for listening.